finest, the current number 7 on the great state of New Jersey's power rankings, Pharaoh.
I've always loved watching Deltaforce play. He feels like a very much like, he feels like I always feel like I'm being taught something. He feels like a teacher, like a professor of the game.
He presents himself like one.
Yes.
At the same time as well. He always loves to laugh. I've told him before when he wished me a happy birthday about a month ago. I told him, like, dude, yours is the classic. Thank you. I told him yours is the classic Smash success story, man. I can't wait to see you make top 12 in a major like Beast just did.
Let's go, Beast.
Let's go, Beast. But here we got Platinum Star Games. Loser semifinals, holding it down. We got 2 of New Jersey's finest into Deltaforce versus Pharaoh. Deltaforce looking pretty strong, taking a lead so far, and not taking the stock lead just yet with the up smash, but has about a 60% percentage differential in his favor.
Oh wow, really just forcing Pharaoh's hand, and Pharaoh like not reacting quickly enough. Gets caught by the second hit of forward air. And Deltaforce had to an early lead here.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. He's going to be able to space his way around it, too. You got to remember, like, Deltaforce likes to categorize himself as, like, the aggressive Link, and he will be when he has to, especially when your neutral air beats out pretty much, you know, every move in the game. But when you're going up against a character whose airspeed is as amazing as it is the Dunkaroos coming out on the part of Pharaoh to even this game right back up. I was going to say your approaches can wind up being a little bit linear, especially against a sword character, but this is Yoshi we're talking about, and the Yoshi's going to go down 2-1 as far as the Sox go in the game number 1.
Also, extremely well-spaced forward tilt there, which absolutely stock and trade for Deltaforce here, somebody who has been a character specialist for the entirety of the game. But it really just shows, like, and also, you know, the consistency to have that spacing on point this late into bracket, really speaks to the reserves of mental stamina we have on deck here.
Woo!
But why have mental stamina when you can just do that? When you can just, like, throw your head at someone.
Absolutely, man. You got the best airspeed in the game. You know, you gotta, especially if you're playing from behind, you gotta go for those dunks sometimes, man. You gotta find a way to bring it back. People will call it, like, lower level players will call it disrespect or whatever like that. Whoa. But that was just plain optimal, not disrespect.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah, you know, people confuse the two sometimes. You know, Yoshi with the comeback factor in the fair, that fully charged forward smash. Delta's situational awareness is amazing. He will play so aggressive when he has to, but he's still aware of where his bomb is, exactly where you're going to go after being hit by a boomerang. You know, he takes the weight into account as well, man. This guy knows when to commit to stuff. And it's not always when it's safe. It's just when he knows when it's usually going to work.
Yeah. There's just, that was an optimal play. Like, air dodge, read, forward smash, but there's just something so visceral. Like, it activates some primal nerve in the brain that when you see somebody just, like, air dodge, read, charge, forward smash, you're just like, ah! It's like, it's just like a good play.
Yeah, it is.
Not to be Mr. Cold Water, but
it's picking up on habits. It's not cold water at all. You're completely right. He picked up on a habit that he was doing. He's like, all right, he didn't do this yet in this situation. He's probably going to do this air dodge again. That's so important. It's not always knowing about, like, what setups work or how to play your character. It's also playing your opponent, excuse me, as the up air takes the stock, and knowing exactly what they're going to do in a certain situation. It's situations and habits. Smash is a game of that. You know what I mean? It's a game of reads.
Absolutely. Okay, some sustained offense here from Pharaoh, but the opening of this game has really been all Deltaforce. Up to this point, I take that back. Well, now we're in the mid game.
Now we're in the
opening is open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fully charged right out of the egg.
We're into the cross-examination here.
Mashing out with the, might have been mashing out with the stick instead that time, which a lot of players do because you rotate the stick to mash out of the egg. It registers just as many inputs as an individual button press per notch, I believe. And so it's easier to get out that way because it's not only easier, but it's usually better to mash out of the egg with the stick instead of with a button, because if you do it with a button, you're going to buffer an option out of it. Unless you want to do that. Say you want to buffer an air out of it, just mash A, but you might get a jump or an air dodge that you don't want to get or something out of it. So it's usually better to mash out with the stick because then you'll just pop out, you know, doing nothing.
Exactly, yeah. And when Yoshi has those, like, extremely fast, like, up air and nair especially, and back air too, like, you want to have that on deck and not, like, you want to be actionable when you come out of a situation like that. You have to be mashing. Oh, okay, Pharaoh learned his lesson.
Yeah, get out of there ASAP.
Okay, an unwanted cross up there from Deltaforce gets snared off stage for his troubles.
Love the spacing of that back air on the part of Pharaoh. Going to double jump his armor his way through that neutral air this time around, but now the bomb is still very much in hand. Pharaoh never got rid of it. Now he's stuck right back in the corner where Deltaforce wants him.
Okay. Oh, hey, get out of there.
That egg's looking a little burnt, my guy. You know, you left it in the pot a little too long.
Overcooked.
Straight black. You're going to get that shield broken, my guy. This is going to be a forward throw to get him right off the level, exactly where he wants. Bounce the bomb. Double jump armor right through it. You know, that is a crucial thing that Yoshi has in this matchup. Because Link's got like DDD level ledge trapping where he can just throw the bomb right in front of the ledge as an active hitbox if he smashes it down hard enough. Yoshi's double jump armor kind of doesn't care about that.
Wait, like, okay, also, very good confirm on the egg. But, like, you bring up a good point about double jump armor. Like, double jump armor really is just, like, it's really a test of your, when your opponent has double jump armor, it's really a test of your own muscle memory, your ability to adjust your own muscle memory. He did the thing!
Wow.
It didn't matter?
That was unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah, just got dragged down with the down air. Beautiful play on the part of Pharaoh. You can utilize that move in so many ways, and one way that a lot of Yoshi mains don't utilize it often enough is the fact that you can drag down with it like that. Caught Deltaforce's jump, killed him at 8% right below the level that time around. But yeah, to add on to your point, you could give double jump armor to Ganondorf and he'd immediately be one of the game's better characters, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's like, it forces the other player to be like, okay, wait, this thing where, like, because with Link, it's like with this bomb. Like, bomb doesn't do hit stun against double jump anymore. Like, now, how quickly do you adjust to that in your game plan? Now, of course, being Deltaforce, being in New Jersey, and, like, you have fought a Yoshi or two in your time.
Yeah.
So, this is probably an easy adjustment to make. Woo! But now you have to adjust to being down one stock.
That forward air is going to eat it right there. Link's got a pretty big sword. He'll be able to use that for spacing in this game, but Pharaoh's got himself a mighty sizable lead right now. Actually utilizing a grab with Yoshi. That's pretty, that's pretty ballsy utilizing the Z button move with this character. Like, I know the dinosaur's purple and that button's purple too, but you got to admit that grab's not one of this game's better ones.
Button's like bluish.
Has he used Pro Controller?
Oh, well then it could be just black or gray, dark gray.
It's purple on the GameCube.
Okay,
all right,
mine's actually green.
Okay, you got a custom controller. Yeah, obviously, it's different.
Shouts out to Shinjio.
Shoutouts to GameCube controller manufacturers.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got Link in the ledge trap right here. Actually, gonna double jump right here. He tried to detonate the bomb, but what happened is that he started pulling another one because Yoshi actually picked up the bomb mid-flight. Actually, he utilized a nair or an air dodge or something and picked up the bomb right as Deltaforce was about to detonate it. And as a result, you can't detonate the bomb while your opponent is holding it.
Cut the red wire.
Yeah, cut the red wire. Sweating his ass off.
Which is weird because I'm pretty sure Yoshi's colorblind.
Is that canon?
It might as well be. It is now.
I somehow don't believe that. Anyway, that was a good air dodge to actually get away from the Yoshi bomb. Really scary to air dodge off the level like that, but he knew what was coming and he knew he had to get away from that situation ASAP.
Now this is really, like, this right here, like, these are the stocks that you have to win in order to win these best of fives. Like, even games, even stocks, like, and as I say that, this is where you really need to, like, find that inner, like, wellspring of momentum.
Yeah, he unfortunately burned his double jump off the level before that, so he knew he was going to have to utilize the bomb, but he got sent at such an angle with that down smash. He didn't just go to the left, he also went slightly downwards with it as well, sort of like an old-timey chic forward air, if you would. And as a result, with that angle, he just wasn't able to get his bomb detonate out in time.
Those, like, 15-degree launch angles, those are so dirty.
Yeah.
Like, those are, like, it's such a scummy angle, because you can't DI it, really. It
just stopped Link from being able to do his defense condition.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All right, dash attack going to do it, though. Evening this game right back out. We are in best of 5 territory, but this is going to be crucial to see who winds up going up in the set. Deltaforce down, but certainly not out. Just as I say that, none more damage lifted on the part of Pharaoh right there. Trying to get that down there to kill off the top. Nothing doing, says Deltaforce.
Wow. Lot of shielding, okay. That's the first landed move in about 15 seconds. Those sorts of things can really shake your composure, especially this late into a bracket.
Absolutely, my friend. That back air going to launch him back up again. Forward smash.
That's so huge.
A lot of damage. A lot of damage. Honestly, you better get your flex tape right now because Pharaoh might just be on the verge of losing this game. It's definitely his to lose, to say the least. But we're already pretty much a kill percent.
Whoa.
And just as I say that, there he goes. For the grace of God, that dinosaur back to the island from whence he came.
And that was like... Deltaforce had not really established that as an option up to this point in the set at all. That's such good macro play from Deltaforce. Like, okay, I can do this. When is it going to benefit me the most? And really, really coming out when in the most clutch situation, going up 2-1 and lose a semi is huge.
You have
huge.
to get good at those macro situations if you're going to be playing a character like Link, because he's not as good at the micro situations. Long range, he's good. From the mid range, he's great because of his sword. He does a lot of damage. He's great at damage output, ledge trapping.
Yep.
When you get that far up close with him, that's where his hitboxes can be a little awkward, because his frame data, he's a sword character. It's not perfect. It's not that bad, but it's not perfect, you know? So if you're actually able to get up in the beef with a character like Link, actually get in and make sure he's never in a situation where he can just stuff you out with his neutral air, that is where this character starts to falter just a little bit more. And that's why Deltaforce is so good in utilizing options that you haven't seen before. He's so good at mixing up his options and playing in the macro, like you mentioned earlier.
And just also having the confidence to like know that you can, know that option's there when you need it, and to know that you don't need to use it every time it presents itself.
There we go. Mixing it up once again.
Now that's an option you can use every time it presents itself.
That was interesting too, because I don't know if you saw the way that Yoshi's hurtbox shifted below to do that dash attack. It actually went underneath Link's nair at first. Like Link's hurtbox shifted in such a way to the point where he went around it. Like Yoshi kind of just ducked. Very interesting interaction. I've actually never seen that before. Okay.
Oh, that's such a little thing, but I love that short hop air dodge just to get back to center stage. Because like it's it's like a jump out of the corner in a fighting game. It really, those little things can lead into much bigger things.
That they can, my friend. That they can. It's all about positioning, and it's one way to do that in this game. Not reacting in time for that tech. Not even sure if he could have had the bomb hit him a little bit closer. I mean, it looked like he didn't get launched at that high of a knockback base, but at the same time, he was at 174, so probably not. Not falling for it.
Deltaforce goes for the thing.
He's not falling for it. Deltaforce is the master at reversals, and Pharaoh is a little too good to consistently fall for that at this stage of the game.
Link reverse up B at the ledge, like that is the Deltaforce.
The beefy reverse up B.
Yeah.
It really is. Yeah. If there's that's a good point. If there's any way you can categorize
Deltaforce. Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, that was amazing. The double hit of the forward air actually right there, stuffing out Yoshi's double jump armor right there. Because it's actually not super armor on Yoshi's double jump, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it's heavy armor, which can actually be broken if you get hit by enough strong hitboxes in time, where super armor just doesn't break, period.
Yes.
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 I'm going to say yes.
Yes.
If I'm wrong, follow me on Twitter at @PemHat_, and you can tell me all the fun facts about armor in this game.
I'm pretty sure that's the way it is. Super armor just doesn't break in general, if I'm not mistaken, whereas heavy armor, if you hit it with enough strong attacks, I believe it breaks.
I mean, that sounds right.
Yeah. And yeah, the thing with Lynx is that it is. Like, one hit of his forward air is not enough to break heavy armor, but two is, and it hits twice.
Right, yeah,
so
yeah.
Not many characters can say they have, like, two, like, strong hitboxes in one move like that, you know what I mean?
Very true.
Yeah.
You just keep making more and more sense in Tunis.
Thank you.
Every day in every way.
You sound like my parents if you were the opposite of my parents.
What? Like your child?
You know what I meant.
Okay.
Oh, scary. That's a bouncing hitbox, my friend. You got to be careful, otherwise he might just run up and grab you in the midst. Oh, boy.
Nice snipe with the boomerang. Every little bit of
he didn't care! Yo, did you see that? He didn't
Not a care in the world. Not a single care in the world.
Yo, he just jumped up. I love that, actually. You know, like I mentioned earlier, Link has a little bit of a DDD factor, right? In that he throws the bomb down, it bounces, and there are moments where all options are covered, which means it's not always about what option you pick. It's about how you time the option you pick as well. And Pharaoh knew in that situation, I need to do this now. I need to do this instantly, or if I'm hanging by the ledge right here, it's going to start hitting me. But the only thing he's getting hit by is that up tilt, securing game number 3 for Deltaforce in this set. My goodness, what a set that we have going on so far. Beautiful stuff between these two players.
Hi, James. Hey. This is James.